Creating a long AI animation used to mean stitching together 15-second clips, hoping the character looked the same in every shot, and spending hours fixing cuts that never quite matched. What you're going to watch right now was made differently. One workflow, start to finish, and I'm gonna walk you through every single step.
Every time I tried to make a long AI animation, something broke. Didn't matter how good the prompt was, didn't matter how long I spent on it. The whole thing would fall apart before it even got started. Characters changed face every single shot, like a completely different person each cut. Environments never matched either. One shot forest, next shot a completely different world. And the worst part? You couldn't tell a real story past 15 seconds. Every attempt just fell apart. Until Seedance 2.0 changed everything. Nobody said long AI animation would be easy. But in this video, you'll learn everything.
So, have you finally mastered the art of long AI animation?
Yes, Master. All thanks to Seedance 2.0.
My name is Mira, and in this video, I'll show you exactly how I made this from building the characters to generating the shots to putting it all together in an editor. Everything was done inside Higgsfield. The link is in the description. Keep it open while you watch because you're going to want to follow along. Let's get into it. Here's the honest truth about long AI animation. It was a nightmare, not because the tools were bad, but because of three things that nobody really solved until recently. First, you can still only generate around 15 seconds per clip. That hasn't changed. But the problem was never really the clip length. The problem was everything falling apart the moment you tried to connect two clips together. Different lighting, different face, different location. Your character looked like a different person by scene 3. Second is consistency. Getting the same character to look the same across 10 different generations, that was basically luck. You'd take screenshots, upload end frames, and pray. Sometimes it worked. Most of the time, it didn't. That's changed now. Seedance 2.0 introduced character referencing. So you can now tag your character directly in the prompt using the @ symbol, and the model locks onto them. Same face and outfit, shot after shot. Kling 3.0 has something similar, but Seedance pushed it further. Third is multi-shot. This is the big one. Before, one prompt meant one shot, one angle, one action. Now, with Seedance's multi-shot, you can describe 5 completely different camera angles, cuts, and transitions inside a single prompt, and get a 15-second video that actually feels edited. Kling 3.0 has this too, but what Seedance does with it is on another level. Take a look. And on top of all that, you can now extend videos directly inside Seedance, which we'll discuss in the upcoming sections. Now, let's move on to workflow. Before I generated a single video frame, I built the characters. This is the most important step, and most people skip it or rush it. So head over to Higgsfield, click Image, and switch the model to Nano Banana Pro. This is what I use for this project, because the detail and character consistency it gives you is just better for animation work. I needed 2 characters, a young boy and an elderly monk. For the boy, slim teenage build, messy black hair and a small bun, gray-blue outfit, red sash, and a wooden staff. For the monk, bald head, long white beard, yellow-brown robes, wooden prayer beads, and a wooden staff. After that, I generated character sheets for both of these characters using this prompt. These sheets basically help us keep our characters consistent across image and video generations. Once you have your character sheets, you're locked in. Everything else builds on top of these. Now, let's talk about how to write good prompts. This is the part most people get wrong. And it's not complicated. It just needs to be structured. Here's the format I use for every single prompt. Subject to action, to environment, to camera, to style, to constraints. And for multi-shot videos, you add timestamps on top of that. 0 to 4 seconds, 4 to 8 seconds, 8 to 12 seconds. Here's an example of what a basic prompt looks like. A young teenage boy in a gray-blue Hanfu tunic, red sash belt, explodes into a spinning kick, lands in a sharp low stance, fists raised, chest heaving on a rocky mountain cliff edge at dawn. Thick morning mist below, warm golden light breaking through the trees behind him. Dynamic low-angle shot pushing in fast, then slowing to a hold on his face. Pixar 3D animation style. Warm amber and deep shadow tones. Cinematic depth of field. No camera shake. Simple, clean. The model knows exactly what to do. A few rules I always follow. Never go below 20 words. Too vague and the model fills in the blanks on its own, usually not in the way you want. Never go above 260 words. The model starts ignoring everything at the end of a long prompt. You write 300 words. It reads maybe 200. Always put the shot structure up front. Number of shots. Total duration. Give the model the blueprint before the details. Use timeline prompting for every beat. This tells the model exactly when each thing should happen. Not not just what should happen. For example, take a look at this prompt and the video I got from it. As you can see, I've set the timestamps. I've also tagged some references, such as the character sheets of the boy and the monk. You could also upload your videos and tag them as a reference in the prompt. Now, let's talk about generating shots. Let me walk you through the actual techniques I used to make this. Not just the prompts, but the thinking behind each one. Technique 1, tagging both characters in one prompt. When I moved into Seedance, I uploaded both character sheets, the boy and the monk, and tagged them together directly in the prompt. This gives the model a single generation context where both characters exist at the same time, so it's not trying to figure out two separate references independently. The consistency you get from this, especially when both characters are in the same frame, is noticeably better. Here's the scene where the boy climbs the cliff, reaches the top, and pushes open the temple door to find his master in meditation. Both characters tagged in one prompt, one generation.
Nobody said long AI animation would be easy. But in this video, you'll learn everything.
Technique 2, chaining scenes with your previous clip. Once a scene is done, upload it as a reference for the next generation. This carries over the environment style and the lighting automatically. You don't have to describe the world again from scratch. And if you want a truly continuous shot, ask Seedance to use the last frame of your previous clip as the starting frame of the next one. I did this with the scene where the boy starts climbing. The next scene picks up exactly where the last one left off. No hard cut, no jump.
And the worst part? You couldn't tell a real story past 15 seconds. Every attempt just fell apart. Until Seedance 2.0 changed everything.
Technique 3, native audio and voice matching. Seedance generates dialogue, ambient sound, and background music all in one pass. The wind, the staff tapping stone, the mountain ambience. None of that was added in the editor. It all came straight out of the model. And for voice consistency across scenes, I uploaded the previous scene's video as a reference and asked Seedance to match the boy's voice from it. It worked perfectly. Same tone and character without any extra tools. Try this before you even think about opening 11 Labs. Technique 4, start and end frame control. For the training scene where the monk teaches the boy Kung Fu, I went into Nano Banana Pro, uploaded both character sheets, and generated a scene image of the two of them together in the mountain clearing exactly how I wanted the shot to begin. Then, I took that image into Seedance, set it as the start frame, and uploaded both character sheets alongside it so the model had full character context. Setting the start frame tells Seedance exactly where the scene begins visually, the positioning, the lighting, and the framing, and it builds the motion forward from there. Here's how it turned out.
So, have you finally mastered the art of long AI animation?
Yes, Master. All thanks to Seedance 2.0.
Once all the shots were generated, I brought everything into a video editor and cut it together. There's not much to say here that needs a deep explanation. The heavy lifting was already done. The shots were clean, the transitions were smooth, and the audio was already perfect. Most of the editing was just arranging the clips in order and making small timing adjustments at the cuts. The one thing worth mentioning is this: the actual animation doesn't happen in Higgsfield's editor. Higgsfield is where you generate. Editing is a separate step in a separate tool. Don't skip it, but don't overthink it either. If your shots are good, the edit is easy. And that's the full workflow: characters, environment, prompts, shots, edit. If you want to try this yourself, the Higgsfield link is in the description. Go check it out. See you in the next one.